Hello sexy, lovely to see ya. About a month ago I asked you all on Facebook for questions for me to answer on a video. I finally got round to being able to answer those questions, but who's going to ask the questions you ask? Who is going to? Question Jake. Hello, I am Question Jake. Some say he's not the most enthusiastic of question askers. Well, I say that's your problem, because I think he's fantastic. Let's begin. What was the worst nightmare you ever had? I can't pinpoint any that I've got particular details of, but I do remember when I was about 7 or 8 years old, sleepwalking downstairs to my mother and just saying, the special one, the special one. And I was like proper crying, like really sobbing my heart out, just telling her about the special one. It was like some sort of weird night terror, but it wasn't a night terror where anything was coming to chase me. It wasn't some crazy thing with any kind of monsters. All I can remember is saying the special one. I was scared of the special one. And that's quite weird, isn't it? Recently, the only thing I can remember recently that was quite weird and scary that I can't get out of my head, I was shot by someone. I don't know who shot me, but I was shot, and I just remember the very, very, very vivid sort of feeling of blood leaving my head, like losing my blood, and my mum kissing me on the head as I died. If everyone in the world automatically only knew one language, which language would you choose? Definitely French, as you'll know if you've ever been at a house party with me and my friend Holly.
Bonjour! Bonjour!
Oui, une, le mer?
Oui. Le merde.
Le method. Ah, les...
Oui? Oui?
Les...
Oui.
Je voudrais les jus d'orange. S'il vous plaît.
Oui. Oui. Je voudrais le mode. S'il vous plaît.
If you could get away with one murder without any legal, emotional or social repercussions, would you kill someone? Do you prefer sleeping or eating? Nicholas Lyndhurst? You made your impression when you played Rodney, but good night, sweetheart, well, it wasn't for me. And you were in new tricks this year, but I just don't care. For me, it's all about Rodney. As Del Boy's brother, you were pretty fit, but as time-traveling Gary, well, you were pretty shit. And when you dressed as Robin, oh yeah, I was throbbing. It's all about Rodney. I won't let these memories slip out of my mind. But it's you, Nick, it's you. It's you I look up to. I'm not in love with you, 'cause you're not really Rodney. What is your favourite type of prejudice? Racism. Do you know, I don't know why I've got this, I don't know where it came from, I don't know why it's here, but also I don't know what to do with it, because destroying these is bad, isn't it? The BNP do that, the BNP burn these, so if I throw this away, I feel like that's bad. If I keep it, I feel like that's bad. There is no option. Adolf Hitler, Vladimir Putin, Simon Harris, shag, marry, kill. That's a pretty easy question. Adolf is already dead, so I can't kill him. I'm pretty sure shagging him is illegal. Marrying him is probably also illegal, but less awful. So I'm gonna marry Adolf Hitler. I'm gonna kill Vladimir Putin because he's ruining a lot of people's lives and is a nasty, evil man. And I'm gonna shag Simon Harris. Turnips or turnips? Does God have a big or small willy? He. He doesn't exist. What's been your worst sexual encounter to date? There are a few contenders for this, but the one I'm going to tell you about is I think my 4th sexual experience, if my sex diary is correct. It was with a boy called Stefan, whose internet name was Fabian, as my friend Rob Dennis loves to recall. I went to his house after a date in Camden where I'd already realised that I didn't like him, so I don't know why a second date happened, but it did. I went on a second date. I think I was really desperate for a boyfriend, so I was just like, oh my god, let's just go on this second date and see if he miraculously transforms. He didn't miraculously transform, he was still really camp and annoying. He talked to me about horoscopes. Still, after that awful time, he suggested watching a film, we watched a film, and then I still, in the knowledge that I didn't intend to see him again, and didn't like him, I still did some things with him. And then I got home and texted him saying, sorry, wouldn't usually have done that. I don't like you, so... Would you like a fish finger sandwich? Oh, thank you very much. Nice of you to offer. Poo in my bum. No question mark. Yeah, as Question Jake just pointed out, for words to be a question, there has to be a question mark at the end. Otherwise it's not a question. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to ignore what could have been a really interesting question. So that's the end of Ask Jake number 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's say goodbye to Question Jake. I've been Question Jake. Goodbye. And Normal Jake will also say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I adore you. Goodbye.